Well, hello there. Hasn't been very long since I've seen you here. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your Warden, Dimitri Strine, and today we're back with another Zenkai concept so soon after the last one. Today we're looking at Kale, the sparking red Super Saiyan Kale. Basically, it was a toss-up between Kale and the sparking Pan, and my Discord shows Kale, so Pan will be next. But, this girl's kind of broken, so she's a defense type. So I tried to model her somewhat after 16, because I think 16 is probably the most valuable Zenkai out right now. So I also gave her aspects of other units, like Zenkai Buu and Rage Trunks. And other stuff. Basically, she's probably the best unit in the game. She's definitely the best defensive unit in the game. But if you don't know how this works, we take a look at the Zenkai 1 800% stats, and then we take a look at the arts cards, the Zenkai 1 abilities, which is the main Unique 1 and Unique 2, and the Zenkai 3 and 6 abilities, and then we take a look at the Zenkai 7 1400% stats. All stats are done at 14 stars, so that you can see the maximum potential of the unit. So let's just get right into it, looking at the red Super Saiyan Kale 14 stars Zenkai 1 800% stats. We got 2.6 million health, 237,000 strike attack, 244,000 blast attack, 174,000 strike defense, 171,000 blast defense, 4.7 on the critical, and 2.3 on the Q restore speed. So her offenses will be low. Just gonna keep that in mind. Her offenses are going to be low, just like Android 16. But her defenses are already about on par with most Zenkai 7 units. So at Zenkai 1, she's got like Zenkai 7 defenses. She will have the highest defensive stats in the entire game at Zenkai 7. Just to spoil that for you, Zenkai 7 stats, she does have the single highest defense stats in the game. So her offenses are going to be lacking, but her defenses definitely make up for it. So nothing to really talk about there, just basic Zenkai 1 increase. Moving over to the Zenkai arts cards, Strike and Blast remain normal, didn't feel the need to change those. The special skill, restore own health by 15% and ki by 20 and 20% to blast damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. So basically all I did was add the ki, and I believe up the damage to 20 instead of 15, it might have been. But aside from that, I didn't change it too much. Seems it's pretty basic, but also very good. So her super deals massive explode damage. Whenever someone doesn't have an ultimate, I like to give their super the next step up from whatever they were at. It was previously major explode, so now it's massive because she does not have an ultimate. Inflict enemy with attribute downgrade plus 7 to substitution count for 15 timer counts, and reduce ally substitution count by 3 upon activation. So as of right now, it's by 5. I raised it up by 2 and gave the allies basically minus 3 to their substitution count. So it's more of a support thing than anything else right there, but a defense type should also have some sort of supportive aspect. So it's good. It's not, you hit it and then your opponent takes a bunch of damage the next time you hit them. No, it's already doing massive explode damage. Just let it do that. I was tempted to let it be like the Zenkai Broly and give it a faint chance, but no need for it. So taking a look at the Zenkai 1 abilities, the main ability applies the following effects to self, plus 15% to damage inflicted to ally, tag female warrior, or tag universe 6 after enemy attack is over for 15 timer counts. So previously that was just, it only affected her, but now it's affecting everyone on the team. And then inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 15% to damage received for 10 timer counts every time this character uses an arts card. Previously that was 10 timer counts, or 10% to damage, I believe. So just increase that a little bit. Didn't really add anything to the main ability, just upped all of its values and changed the self buffs to team buffs. Unique number 1, inflict enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20% to blast damage received for 15 timer counts, and reduce their ki by 20 when this character enters the battlefield. So very oppressive ability. You're gonna take more blast damage and you're gonna lose some ki. Excuse me. But nothing too crazy. Unique number 2, reduce damage received by 60% and randomly destroys 2 enemy cards when changing cover, plus 30% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and plus 2 to own substitution count when activated. So all I really did was give her cover cut. It was the one thing she didn't have, and as a defense type, you should definitely have cover cut, and like massive cover cut at that. So I think that's the highest cover cut in the game. There's probably someone with like 70%, but I think that's the highest cover cut in the entire game, just base cover cut. So moving on to the Zenkai 3 and 6 abilities. Unique number 3, the following effects occur when this character is defeated. Restore ally health by 20% plus 30% of the damage inflicted. Okay. 2 damage inflicted cannot be canceled, plus 60% to key recovery cannot be canceled. Reduce damage received by 15% cannot be canceled. An additional 15% to all above stats to allied character Caulifla. So yes, she's got pretty busted death buffs. I figured, you know what? One of the things that makes 16 so good is that if something does actually manage to kill him, he makes the rest of the team stronger. And Kayle is basically the 16 for females. That's what she is. She is for females what 16 is for androids. So she does have the death buffs. Hers are different than 16's, obviously, but they do share similarities. The 20% to health and the 30% damage. And 16 gives an extra buff to Gohan. Kayle will give all of those buffs an extra 15% to Caulifla. So, yeah. Basic death buffs, but very, very good. Alright, so because I can't read, I have to re-record the 4th unique because I got it completely wrong and I'm the one that frickin' typed it. So the following effects occur every time an enemy uses an arts card, plus 10% to allied damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and an additional 10% to own damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, up to 50%. Restore 20% of the damage received when the enemy attack is over. 40% to damage inflicted against character Goku cannot be cancelled. So yeah, I had to give her a anti-Goku buff because obviously her whole thing was Goku. But yeah, so she gets buffs every single time an enemy uses an arts card. So basically, once you pop her main ability, anything that happens while she's on the battlefield, she gets buffed for. The entire team will get buffed damage every single time anyone does anything. And the enemy will take more damage. So it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. I must say it is. Anyway, back to past me who got it all wrong. And it helps out because her offenses are pretty garbage. So her offenses are really bad. So her 4th unique is basically just there to make her do more damage. And that combined with the main ability of the enemy taking more damage every single time on top of also getting more damage. Basically, her 4th unique is literally her main ability, just better. It's actually kind of crazy. Her 4th unique is basically just her main ability. Just kind of better. But yeah, all in all, the abilities aren't, super duper busted. But when you combine it with the defenses, it creates a very oppressive unit. You're not really ever going to get anywhere with, actually hurting her. Alright, so taking a look at these 14 stars, Zenkai 7, 1400% stats. We're looking at 3.1 million health. It's a lot of health. 265,000 strike attack, 271,000 blast attack, 193,000 strike defense, and 197,000 blast defense. 5.0 on the critical, 2.3 on the key restore speed. So yeah, she's got a lot of defenses. A lot of defense. On top of cover cut, restoring health after the end of a combo. And then she's got 2 uniques, well 3 really, that just buff her damage infinitely. It's crazy. It really is. It's really crazy. Also, okay, no, I did. Never mind. I thought I didn't add the timer counts thing to the 4th unique, but I did. Never mind. We're good. But yeah, that is Kayle. And I didn't send the equipment again. I didn't do it for the Frieza video, and I didn't do it for the Kayle video either. Why am I bad at my job? Alright, taking a look at the equipment, now that I actually have it again. So we've got a brand new equipment type, 15% to key recovery, 12% to max health. Obviously these are max values. and 12% to strike damage when melee type is a battle member, or 12% to blast damage when range type is a blast member, or a battle member. So it'll be one of those two. And then it's for defense types. So not just Kayle, any defense type in the game can use it. And it's not overly broken. I feel like defense types really benefit from having more health because obviously it takes longer to kill them. And then the key recovery is very good. There aren't too many good equipments that actually buff key recovery. So that's really good. And then because her offenses aren't the best and not everyone's going to get her to Zenkai 7, having that last slot there buff a certain type of damage depending on which battle type you're with, and you know which one you want, of course. It very much improves the kit. So that is the red Super Saiyan Kayle. This one went by faster than the Frieza one did for some weird reason. I felt like I didn't need to explain myself as much though. I felt like with Frieza, he was like so ridiculous that I needed to explain a lot more than I did here. Whereas with Kayle, I mean, there's nothing here that isn't kind of standard. It's more or less something you would expect from a defense type, and I just took what Kayle already had and tried to improve on it and add stuff to it. So, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, the reason why this one's shorter is because Kayle's a lot more straightforward. You don't need to do a lot to make her good. Her kit is already really good. Really, all you gotta do is just make her that super oppressive unit that just can't take damage. I was fiddling around with the idea of giving her type neutrality with one of her uniques, the way that the purple Broly does, where she just like gets type neutrality when she enters the battlefield or what have you, but I figured there's no reason to do all that. She's already got ridiculous defenses, the highest cover cut in the game, the highest defenses in the game. She's got a lot of damage buff. She's going to be debuffing the hell out of you while also buffing the hell out of her team and herself. She's going to be healing a lot, gaining her ki. She's doing a lot. So I didn't need to add on that one thing. So I didn't give her super a chance to faint. I just didn't see the point in giving her all of that. Again, I have no problem making Z tier units, but let's not make a unit so good that I have to create a new tier just to put them in. I have no issue making the next best unit in the game, but there is a limit to how good I want to make these Zenkais. So let me know what you guys think of the Kayle concept. The next one will be Pan. I actually already have Pan's kit complete. I just gotta record that video. That'll be in a couple days. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you can, hit that join button. Follow me on the social medias, all that are on screen, all of which are linked down below in the description. Well, except the TikTok, because I keep forgetting to do that. But it's the same as everything else. DS Asylum. It's the same. But yeah, I will see all of you inmates back here at the Asylum for the next video. Peace.